everyone. This is the March edition of Deep Dive. So, Deep Dive is our monthly training program of the Ezer Network. So, today we want to look at how to make, manage, and multiply money. And our guest is here, Oluchukwu is here, your personal finance girl is here, and she's loaded, she's ready, she has been ready all this while. So I'm going to get off your faces so she can get into business. Welcome, Oluchi. Thank you so much for your patience and thank you for being here. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I'm back now. Okay, so I was going to say we're just going to go straight into the conversation on what to do with our money, how to make, manage, and multiply our money. This is one conversation that I don't see a lot of us having, and I'm very glad that I get to take us through the journey. So, you should stay to the end of this presentation, or rather this talk, because it's very short, really really short, and you would have more than enough knowledge. And if you choose to ensure that you're making smarter money decisions, you're investing confidently, and most importantly, you're positioning yourself to win. So I put in 2025, but I just realized that you could be watching this video in 2030, and these things I'm going to be saying are going to be relevant regardless, right? So it's a short session, so you want to get yourself a headset, you want to ensure that you're in a quiet room, and most importantly, you want to ensure that there is no distraction and you have a notepad and a pen with you. So take note of your questions and ask your question in the comment as we go on. So before I start, I want to tell you a few reasons why you should listen to me. So you're wondering, who is Oluchukwuchi Adika, your personal finance girl? I am the founder of a company, a digital first financial literacy company. And basically, our aim, our vision, our purpose in life is to ensure that financial literacy, personal finance, is as accessible to everybody, no matter where you are, anywhere in the world, you have access to financial literacy. And what do we do? We teach about money, so saving, investing, budgeting, everything you can think about money, right? That is what we talk about at YPFG. And so a little bit about the founder. Yeah, I started making money very early, as far back as when I was in primary school, and I'm naturally inclined to save money. Whenever I'm thinking about money, I'm thinking about how can I save this money. And it's been a beautiful journey so far, because where I started from about 10 years ago was because I had a setback. I was so good with money. Family and friends were always asking me for help. I experienced a setback, right? And this setback prompted me to get better with my finances. I actually made a wrong investment move. While I was reading The Richest Man in Babylon, I realized that I didn't understand what I invested my money in. It was high risks, and I was going to be losing my money from reading that book. And that being so kind, or rather God being so kind, I think a week after, I got an email confirming what my instinct had told me while I was studying The Richest Man in Babylon. And after this, I put myself into learning. I wanted to learn more about investing. I wanted to learn more how to ensure that I wasn't going to be losing my money the next time I was going to be investing. I wanted to know what the right steps, what the basics, the foundations were going to be, right? And this actually then made family and friends to notice that, oh, this person is actually doing good with her money. And they would ask me a lot of questions. I would answer, and it always helped them out, right? After all, I was a lab rat. And I founded YPFG 3 years after I realized, or after I made this money, or rather, after I realized that I was good with my money. And I started my investing journey with as little as 5,000 naira. It wasn't a lot of money, because I was just recovering, right? I needed to save, I needed to get back on my feet from all of the things I had lost. And it's been 7 years and more from starting, and my investment has grown up to 8 figures in naira. And the beautiful thing about me investing is that I invest in both tangible and intangible assets. So think about what is tangible, you can use the chatbot. What is not tangible, you can use the chatbot, right? And this has been a very, very beautiful journey, because I'm very focused on building wealth right now, and my dividends now cover a bit of my living expenses. I can't wait for that to be like 100% of my living expenses, because that is the goal. That is the ultimate goal for me. So now that you know about me, let's dive into what we're here for today. So we're going to be talking about five things in total. The 3M framework, I'm going to be introducing you to it. I'm going to show you how you can increase your income in this year, how you can master your cash flow, how you can invest so that you can start building wealth just as I am. And also, most importantly, action plan that you can follow, an action plan that you as a person can follow for yourself, right? So this session is for you if you're a beginner, if you just want to improve your finances, if you're seeking for financial security, if you really just need to know what tools or things that you need to have in place to be able to excel, and if you're just committed to learning. So if you want to learn more, please stay to the end. Trust me, it's going to be very, very succinct, very brief. And why does talking about money, why does this framework matter? Why should we know about how to manage, multiply our money, right? Why should we know how to make money? First things first, many people earn, a lot of people earn, but not a lot of people know what to do after earning. Many people earn, but many people will never build wealth, because this is not a topic that was taught in school. While we are still pushing and fighting that financial literacy is taught in schools, either primary or secondary, it is still lacking, because we lack a very, very useful, or rather, we lack a very efficient money system in the country, right? And 2025 is not that year where you're going to just be working harder and harder and harder. You need to be working smart, right? You need to be working smart. You need to be making the best decisions for yourself at every single point in time. And this conversation is going to be opening your eyes to all of that. Next thing is, you want to move from survival to financial security. And then after that, you want to move to wealth building. So the goal of this whole thing is to show you how you can move from point A to point B to point C, which is making money, managing money, and then multiplying the money. So I'm going to be sharing with you the very simple framework. It's 3M framework for financial success. And number one is for you to make money. Whether you like it or not, you can never have too much money. That is why we have billionaires always looking at ways to climb the ladder, always looking at ways to earn more money. If the money was ever going to be enough, then I don't think we would have millionaires or billionaires making more money. See, the richest people in Africa, the richest people in the West, they are always striving for more, because there is always more to get, and there's always more that you can get, no matter where you are right now. Whether you're earning the minimum wage or not, you can always make more. So you need to look at ways to increase your income stream. And most importantly, when you're increasing your income stream, it doesn't mean that you're going to be doing more work, right? It means that you're just going to be doing it smartly. And you also need to be able to manage money. So it's not about making more money. You need to be able to manage those things that you currently have. You need to be able to control your spending. You need to be able to save money. You need to be able to do more with what you currently have. And that is what we're going to be looking at when we talk about managing money. And last but not the least, in this framework, I'm going to share with you how you can multiply money. So it's good that you're making money, you're managing money, but you cannot stop there. You cannot stop at these two. You need to move to the next step, which is multiplying money. So you should be able to invest wisely, you should be able to grow wealth, you should be able to set yourself up for success. So it's not about how much you make at the end of the day, but how much you're able to do it. It's how much you're able to keep, how much you're able to grow. Because this is a very important, very, very important aspect of everybody's life, but we don't talk about it. Most of the conversation ends after making money. We don't talk about managing, we don't talk about growing this money. So next is how exactly can you make money, right? You need to be very strategic about increasing your income. Because if you have just one stream of income, for most people, which would probably be their salary, it is not a loan. Salary alone would not make you rich, especially if you're still in your entry level and you're in your mid-tier level. People who are going to be able to survive only on their salary are people that are probably on the board, people that are probably in the C-suite, people that are probably at the peak of their careers. That is where the money is. But now that you're young, you're growing, you're coming up, your salary will not be able to will not be able to sustain you alone, except you are an outlier who earns good enough for whatever level that you're in. And trust me, there are only a few outliers. So if you are among us, who is the masses, you want to have multiple streams of income. And when I say multiple streams of income, it doesn't mean that you have to do more work. It doesn't mean that you have to sweat and you have to cry over doing this, right? So, and one thing I've come to realize in the past decade is that money flows to value. Money flows to people that have value. If you have value, you'll be able to exchange this money, because people always pay for value. People always want to get more because they chase after value, right? And how exactly can you do this? This is where we're going to come in. You can earn more by learning high income skills. There's so many high income skills that businesses need, small business owners, large corporations. There's so many high income skills, so many things that they want to have sorted out. And you, my friend, you that is listening to this, could be the solution. Do you know about AI? How can you help somebody around you to be able to get the best out of tools that are available? Do you know how to consult? Is there something you have experience in that you can share, that you can exchange for more money? Is there something you can do? It could be digital marketing, it could be sales, it could be video editing, it could be, trust me, it could even be an handwork, right? It could be a handwork. And you're able to do freelancing on this. And then guess what? You're not spending so much, you're not altering your current lifestyle, but you're making more money. The next thing is you want to look at side hustle. What gap can you fill? What is lacking in your current environment? It could be, what do people around you need? How can you help them solve a problem? It could be that, oh, your colleague always complains about how their heels are too high for them. Could you get them something that would be very comfortable and also make money from it? So you could even be a drop shipper, whereby you have a supplier who has this particular thing that your colleague needs. You put a markup on it, and then you have the item delivered when the person makes the payment. Simple, sweet cash. What is that thing that is around you that you can make money from? Is it that you have families in your church, your mosques, that need baby clothes? Can you get a supplier to give them these clothes? Can you put a markup on it? Can you, and you're making money? Nothing that deep, right? And most importantly, last but not least, that a lot of people sleep on is monetizing your knowledge. What do you know how to do? Do you know how to teach? Do you know how to cook? Do you know how to knit? Do you know how to do crochet? Can you teach people from your wealth of experience how to do this thing? Turn it into a course, turn it into coaching, turn it into content. Do you know how to make really good videos? Can you make videos for hotels? Can you make videos for businesses? Can you help them to photograph their work? What is that thing that you already know how to do that other people need and you can supply to them? These are ways that you can make money, right? So the next thing is managing this money. After making the money, what next? First things first, you want to look at budgeting. I love to talk about how budgeting is telling your money exactly where you want it to go without feeling restricted, without altering your lifestyle, without jumping up and down from a 10-story building. Budgeting is just you being able to track your expenses and plan for the future, knowing what your next income is going to be. Next thing you want to do is automate your savings. You want to ensure that at every single point in time, you are keeping some from what you currently have. You don't have to have a billionaire, you don't have to have a millionaire, you don't have to have $1 million for you to be able to save. It could be 5%, it could be 10%, it could be just a little portion. It can even be as little as 1% of your income. Automate it, have a direct debit, have an automated savings that would always remove that money. And most importantly, you want to set clear goals. In this year, in the next 6 months, I want to start saving, I want to start budgeting, I want to start investing. In the next 6 months, I want to save X amount of money. I want to have X amount of money invested, have clear financial goals. And most importantly, when it comes to managing your money, you want to be sure that you are not letting go of a lot of money from very, very minute sources. So I'll give a very, very good example. I subscribe to about three music platforms, but then I noticed that one serves me the least. What do I do? I have to discontinue that subscription because I'm paying for three different platforms every single month. But now I found out that, oh, I prefer to use these two rather than this third one. I need to discontinue the third one. And guess what, that money that I'm going to what I can use that money to do? I can probably save it. I can probably invest it. Whatever it is. Next on the list is impulse buying. A lot of us see nice things online. In fact, by the time you're thinking about the next shoe, somebody's already posting about it on social media and you're already clicking on buy, add to cart. You need to know what are those things that trigger you to spend money that you do not want to spend and cut down on it. But most importantly, the third thing is lifestyle inflation. As soon as a lot of people start earning more money, probably you were earning 500,000 before, and then your side hustle starts giving you another 500,000. All of a sudden, your expenses increases to 1 million. The same expenses that was comfortably on 500,000 naira before. That is what is called lifestyle inflation. This keeps you stuck in the same cycle every single time, and we don't want that. We have gone past that stage in our life. We want to be able to be very intentional about our money and plan our finances to go exactly how we want it to go. Let's even say it doesn't go 100%. You can make it go 70 to 80% of how you want it to be. It is not always about lack of money that keeps people broke. It is the fact that a lot of people do not have plan. And how can you stop that? By planning, by managing. But most importantly, it's my favorite part of the 3M framework, which is multiplying your money. And this can simply be done by investing to build wealth. Saving is good, but that is not the only way for you to grow. It is not going to make you rich. Investing is going to make you rich. Before you can go to investing, it's always advisable that you have your emergency fund and you have some sort of plan. So I have a free investing checklist that answers 10 questions that you need to know before you start your investing journey. And one of that is having a clear goal. The next is having an emergency fund. The next is having to understand your risk appetite. There's 10 things. And if you have like 7 to 8 of these things on lockdown, trust me, you're ready to start investing. And one of them is having an emergency fund. An emergency fund is that money that contains 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses. So if you have expenses of 100,000, your emergency fund should contain 300,000 to 600,000 per time. That is what you should be saving towards. If you want to also save, you could save towards large purchases. You want to change your laptop, you want to buy a new car, you can strategically save towards all of those things. But once you're done with that, the next thing you should be thinking about is investing. How can I grow my money? And when you're asking me, okay, what should I invest in? Where should I invest? You can invest in stocks, you can invest in real estate, you can invest in mutual funds, you can invest in ETFs, you can invest in bonds, treasury bills. There are so many things that you can invest in. You can invest in yourself. In fact, watching this video is one investment that you're already doing for yourself. And for your investment to make the most sense is that you compound. Compounding is your best friend. Small investments grow over time because they compound. Once you do not touch it, once you're able to stick to your goal, you will be making the best financial decisions for yourself. If your money is not working for you, trust me, you will be working forever. So please ensure that you are growing and moving from stage one to stage two to stage three, and you're making the best decisions for yourself. So how exactly can you take action? One thing you want to do is increase your income. Add one stream of income this year. In the next quarter, in 2 quarters, add one stream of income to ensure that you're making the most of your money. The next thing you want to do is spot out what are those things that are taking my money? What are those things that are making me not grow? What are those things that are making me not save, not invest? Track it down, check it, cut down unnecessary expenses, and channel that money into something more profitable for you. And you need to start your investing journey now. The best time to start investing was yesterday. The next best time is today. Start your investing journey. And if you don't know where to start from, download that free investing checklist and it will guide you. As soon as you have 7, 8, or 10 of those things sorted out, Start, and start aggressively, start consistently, even if it's a small amount. Remember, I started with my story of how I started with 5,000 naira. 5,000 naira is not a lot of money, right? But I've been able to grow to 8 figures. That is a long distance, a long stretch. And how did that happen? Consistency. Small and consistent action would always lead to financial wins. Whether you like it or not, if you remain consistent, you're going to grow. So I'm going to be sharing a few tools and resources that everybody who wants to grow financially needs to have. Number one is credible sources. You want to stay updated with financial news. You want to know what is happening. You want to follow the trending news channels in your country. Next thing is you want to get yourself checklists, guides to get yourself informed. What are those things that you need to know? Those ebooks that you need to download, please by all means download them. And most importantly, you want to have the best group with you. You want to have a support community. You want to have people that are like-minded. You can also join my free YPFG community where we talk about money. It is absolutely free. We have topics, resources, always dropping it there, right? So you want to be in places like this. These are resources that you need to have at every single point in time. The next thing is information is very free. You can go on Google, you can always ask questions, but your transformation, moving from point one to point B, is action that is going to give you that transformation. So you want to by all means take action. And another gift I brought for you today is a simple guide. So I've put together a free guide, a free ebook where you can make smart money moves in 5 simple steps. This book took me months to put together, right? And I'm putting it out for free because I've put these steps together and I want you to benefit from it. So all you need to do is copy bit.ly/smart money ebook and download yourself a copy today. It is free for now. You don't know when if there's going to be a price tag on it very soon. But most importantly, I know some of us need hand holding. Some of us need somebody to be by our side. And that is why I put together a financial fitness challenge. This particular financial fitness challenge encompasses 21 different financial topics, from understanding how to set financial goals to how to track your expense, how to make yourself a budget, how to make your emergency fund, how to plan, how to understand your debt and how to pay it back, how to set up your savings, what savings account to use, what saving strategies to use, how to invest, how to know your risk appetite, how to save, how to know that you're ready to start investing, how to increase your income, different side hustle ideas you can use, how to know where you are financially, how to calculate your credit score, how to plan towards retirement, how to do your estate planning, how to understand your money mindset and tilt towards the most healthy money mindset. All of these things are the things I talk about in the 21-day financial fitness challenge. It's a hands-on challenge whereby I'm going to be talking to you, I'm going to be giving you tasks every single day for you to be able to learn. And most importantly, there are live calls, 3 different live calls every single day to take feedback, to guide you where you need. And there's going to be a support group throughout the active challenge, and then an alumni group at the end of the challenge. So all the people that have taken the cohort from cohort 1 to cohort 5, you can also be with them and learn from them as well. Bankers, accountants, public speakers, coaches, money lenders, students, medical professionals, engineers, name it, different people from different walks of life take this particular challenge and always have good things to say at the end of the day. So if you're interested in taking your finances seriously, this particular challenge is for you. This 21 days challenge is for you, and it is your one. It is all encompassing for every single thing you need to know about your personal finance. And I want to see you there. So I don't know if anybody has any question. I would love to answer them. And most importantly, ensure that you are taking action. You see all these plenty things I've said so far. If you do not take action, it's just going to fly over your head like every other class that you've attended. I really, really, really want to see you win. And I do hope that you're going to grab any of the free resources I've shared and join the challenge that I also told you about. So your finances is going to thank you for it. If you know that you want to win financially, then you want to take action. I'm very happy to answer any question that you have. And you can find me online on IG at Personal Finance Girl, or every other social media platform as Your Personal Finance Girl. And I'm going to be seeing you next time. Thank you so much for watching. And do let me know if you have questions.
Okay, so we are waiting to see if anyone has questions. Does anyone have any question? Thank you so much, Oluchi. Thank you so very much for tonight. We have stretched you beyond beyond what we bargained for. But thank you so very much. One thing I can at least assure that they can ask here, they can always reach you on your social media handle, especially on your Instagram. I know you're very active on Instagram. So anyone that can reach you here now can always reach you on Instagram. We are way past time, so I don't want to keep us beyond time. Time is already fast spent. Okay, so I am going to. I don't think anyone has any question. I'm checking the chat.
You're welcome, Esther. I'm glad that you found value. Do let me know if you have any question. I'm very happy to answer.
Okay, so I don't think anyone has any questions. Okay, so guys, Oluchu's handles are up. Let me just put that up again. Your personal finance girl. That's her Instagram handle. So you can go follow her, ask her questions in a DM. And of course, if you want to know more about the challenge she talked about, that will also be a very good place to connect with her and ask her any question about finances, about investment, about budgeting, about multiplying and managing money, whatever the conversation or the question is, she is always available and willing to attend to you. All right. So thank you so much, Oluchi. Thank you for being here. Thank you for honoring our invitation. We don't take it for granted. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right. All right. All right. Oh, guys. So first of all, it's been what a day. Let me even start from that. What a day. First, we started from a whole lot of glitches, and then we had a lot of internet disruptions, but finally we got to the end of the conversation. All right. So, but this is deep dive. All right. Deep dive is our monthly training on the Ezer Network. This month we dealt on money. Last month we talked about emotional um, abuse. What are we discussing next month? Stick around to find out. Okay. So if you are not following us on Instagram, you should do that actually. You should follow us on Instagram at Ezer Network. Follow us there and connect with everything we are doing. We are launching so many things in April. There are so many things coming up in April. So you want to connect with Ezer. You want to be a part of all that we are doing. And of course, Ezer Network is a community for women. Although our deep dive conversations are open to everyone, but our community is strictly for women. So if you're a woman, or you know a woman, or you have a sister, or you have a female friend, connect them to this community because we have so much we do together and we have so much in store. All right, ladies. So thank you so much for being here. I am so so sorry. This was supposed to be 7:30, but we started way late, and it's past 9 already. But then I will see you again next month. Bye bye.